We don't have no water. We was like, should we get some water? They was like, no, it's 10:48, March 28th. 10:48, March 28th. When we leaving this message, we sat down and was like, we don't have no water. We ain't make no iced coffee, no tea, nothing. It's like, should we go get some water? They was like, no. But as soon as we started the live, it was like, go get some water now. So we're about to go get some water. We'll be right back. Wish we could leave y'all with a musical interlude, but we'll get flagged for copyright for that. So give us your grace. Getting some water. We'll be right back. We got the happy face cup. We'll be right there in just a few minutes. Seconds. uh, yeah, that was so odd. That was so odd. We literally asked, we were like, we not gonna get a cup, we not gonna get some water. We sat down, we don't have no water, no cup, no nothing. And then they was like, no. And then as soon as we started to laugh, I heard somebody say, go get some water. I was like, well, we could have did that before we pushed the live button. But anywho, whatever. What up, y'all? Sweet, what it do? Welcome back to the Wheat Field, y'all. Welcome to you. Great day to you. Saturday, March 28th. Yay. Later this evening for active subscribers. It'll be the active subscriber readings. Yay. I'm so excited. It's my favorite. It's one of the favoriteest days. It is. It was a time when we was so like, oh my God, to do readings and like, ooh, we don't know if we can do it. But now it's like, we love it. So, look at the cup. Smiley face. Have a great day. I hope y'all got great energy today. I hope you did something fun. Listen to some music. Pray, meditate, however you connect to the Most High God. Give gratitude. Thankful for being here. Risen in another day. The word is still breathing. You get to sing some beautiful things, learn some cool stuff. We learned something really cool. It's in regards to lightning. Hey, Vanilla Pie. Hey, Bradford. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. Let me get the comment in here. General collective reading. And they did say it was a predetermined pathway. We're going to get that. It's the sound. It's something sound you make. I'm hearing only some resonate. So get this, y'all. This is so freaking neat. Y'all know I love physics and metaphysics and all kinds of things. I love, like to study everything. Everything. I feel like creation is just this amazing composite and you can just love all kinds of stuff, right? Oh, wow. Um, so did you know that sound frequency, of course, it travels in wavelengths, and when it hits your eardrum, we pick that up and we interpret it as sound, and then we apply meanings to the interpretation, right? So that's how we get languages, whatever, right? So did you know that some sound wavelengths are so long that they cannot fit in your eardrum? So the cool thing about it is that they are about as long as your chest cavity. Ain't that weird? Now I don't know. I have to research. Are they doing against the thoracic, like the chest itself across here, or is it like from the chest to the back, like which way, which direction, right? But either who, the sound wavelength is so long that it cannot fit in your ear. Therefore, you feel it. I was like, that's so cool. It's like an explanation to something similar. We all know we feel sound. We do. Because, if you hit a drum, you know what I'm saying? The beating of a drum, you feel the vibratory sensation. You feel the sound. right? So, and we know that sound itself, that it can rearrange things and make pretty patterns. So, if you put sand on top of a table and you have that sound or frequency running through the table, it'll arrange itself in all kinds of beautiful geometric shapes. There's also an oscillation or humming in the universe, and that humming helps the particles, yeah, the little subatomic particles, to arrange themselves into shapes. So, therefore, the sound of the universe is always taking shape. And it's evidence now to show that before humans spoke, we hummed. We probably sang before we actually spoke words. I thought that was super cool. So that's just something that we learned today. So it's giving the sound of you. Not just I don't know, not just your beauty, your aesthetic. It's something with the sound. I'm just keep getting like the sound of you. Not everybody's gonna resonate though. They don't. Sometimes we get that compliment. Some people be like, your voice is so soothing, and some people be like, you sound like a man. Are you transgender? You know what I'm saying? It's just all about whether they resonate with your sound or not. But it's something about the sound. And then I heard something that was kind of kinky. We all 18 and over here supposed to be. Anywho. You ever had a person that get turned on by your sound when you moan? It's something about that resonance, that frequency, that it does something for them to weed. I don't know. I just got that vibe. So somebody might just like the way you sound, weed. I'm just saying. Another cool thing we learned is lightning. Going back to sound, right? You know how lightning and thunder goes together. So lightning is like a very, very hot air, right? And it's a whole bunch of things, but to make it simple, because I don't want to butcher the definition, you can look it up for yourself. But it's all about this electric or shock wave of sound coming through, and it's taking shape. And lightning always finds the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance, right? So it's going to look, before it presents itself. This is really cool. This is really cool. That's why I love physics. It's going to look, the energy looks to find the pathway of least resistance before it even presents itself. So you hear the boom of the energy. Boom, right? But at that booming, it's a difference between when you hear the sound and you actually see the lightning, right? But you heard it, boom, and it's found a pathway of least resistance, and the lightning shing comes through, and it never travels in a straight line. You never see just a straight flash of lightning. No, it's always jagged, it's always crooked, because it's finding its way around the ions and particles in the atmosphere for the pathway of least resistance. I know, but it's a thing with the sound. The sound before you hear it. The path of lightning has already been predetermined. The path of lightning already being predetermined. So thank you to the Alpha and Omega for coming in, for bringing this message. I know it's a little bit different, but it is what it is, beloved, right? So yeah, thank you. You want something else right here? This one? Yes, and yes. Okay. Opportunities. Clear mind is coming through. That's what's on the bottom. Clear mind. Want to look at the top? They said no. Which one would you like? Opportunities. It's something about opportunities, and I do feeling like a path of least resistance. It's something about a predetermined pathway, but the path of least resistance. That's really what's standing out. Thank you for bringing the message onto self first and foremost. Allow us to be spiritually fed and nourished. Getting some rest or something, because we felt like we was about to yawn or something. We got the energy of love yourself. Loving yourself today for somebody could be making room for rest. It could be some sort of form of restful, hydrating, self-care type of thing. I don't know if a storm for somebody is brewing. That could be a side message. But make sure you take care of yourself. Love on you. I'm getting self-affirmations. Big yourself up. Tell yourself how wonderful you are. Count out all of your strengths, all of your goodness. Make a gratitude for self list. That's what I'm thinking. Look, regeneration. Yep, see, somebody needs to restore. I call forth my divine intelligence within my DNA, activating my body's natural ability to heal. Somebody needs to do some self-care in regards to healing. I do feel that. Yeah, dreams fulfilled, opportunities is coming. Somebody's dream is getting ready to be fulfilled. It was a predetermined pathway. And beautiful, see, big yourself up. Tell yourself how great you are. Look at yourself in the mirror and affirm you. But it's something about not just your aesthetics. It's like the truth, the realness of you. I honor the beauty of my physical form, recognizing that I am truly beautiful, but it's given inside and out. So definitely, this beautiful card has come out, I think, damn near every time we touch this deck this week. Over the past week. Today is March 28th, so back from today to last Saturday. So what was that, like the 21st, March 21st? Or something like that. This card has come out every single time we touched it. So I don't know if somebody is disconnected from the beauty that is within themselves. Like, not just the aesthetic, being aesthetically pleasing. Even if it's that too. But it's something about you recognizing the beauty that's in you. I'll tell y'all this testimony about when I was a little girl, because we grew up with insecurities. We could always see the beauty that was us. Like, we didn't necessarily feel like we were unattractive or no shit like that. When we looked in the mirror, we saw us and we was like, oh, that's great. And when we used to get our hair pressed, you know, right, we would be feeling ourselves. What? We would go in the bathroom, we would take our hat off, and we would do this little part like we got right now, and, slick our edge back and be like, oh, we could see that. And we could see ourselves. We felt like we was looking at our adult self and be like, oh, this is so pretty and all that stuff. And then we would go out into the world and they would just treat us so ugly. You talking about bullied. Ugh. And so I told my mom, because they had made me feel so bad one day. And she told me the story of the ugly duckling. I was like, well, damn, Mom, that's great. You just basically called me the ugly duckling, which said, to you, I'm ugly too. So I grew up with a disconnect. It's kind of like a dysmorphia between what I felt and what I saw of self versus what I was getting back from the world. And as much as we say we don't need external validation, it creates some sort of distortion when nobody seems to be affirming what it is that you see. Like when you don't have anybody that's sharing that reality. I don't know how that translated necessarily in relationships, because even when people who thought I was attractive, I didn't necessarily think they were attractive, so they probably could have been going to do the same thing. I could have been attracting them because they felt the same way that I felt, and the ones that I did find attractive, they were the ones that really made me feel a kind of way. They like shit like, I don't know if it was the seeking validation portion of it, right? But we definitely learned a lot of lessons. We learned that a lot of people that have a lot of validation to tell them that they are this and they are that, and they are very confident in that, can weaponize that energy, and they use it to do some very nasty things with. But I don't have that feeling anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like returning back to that childhood spirit, like when I was a kid, when I was 9, 10 years old, getting my hair pressed and going outside and being so excited. You know what I mean? Like, damn, girl, you look great. Like, I felt like Jennifer Lewis walking past the mirror and be like, pretty bitch. And I don't give a fuck who affirm it. Like, I really, really don't. Like, I don't feel so bothered by that. And I don't know if that was a part of my journey, like the predetermined pathway to strengthen my skin. Because doing this, being on camera, being an influencer, people say all kinds of nasty shit. That everybody is not going to agree with your aesthetic. Everybody not going to feel like you are wonderful, you are fabulous, you are beautiful. And if you allow the opinions of the world to determine how you feel about yourself, you will be fucked up in the game, beloved. So, yeah, look at you and affirm you. You sexy motherfucker, you is what I heard. Shit. Damn. Look. Somebody like the way you sound. They like your resonance. They like your frequency. When you move, when you speak, when you sing, when you moan, it just does something to their spirit. They feel it in their gut, beloved. Shit. You ever seen a man that could sing? For us, look, they could be on that KC. You know KC was looking like a gremlin from the ones when they turned because they ate after midnight. That them ones strike. But that motherfucker can sing though. Damn it, he could sing some panties off. I'm something about that sound frequency. Ooh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know Mary J. Blige was gone over KC with his little... now you talking about ugly inside and out, because he put her through. Now granted, he had some issues. He had some addictions, and I'm sure shit was looking like Pookie. Jennifer. But he could sing like Al B. Sure, so shit, he was getting the draws back in the day. But I'm just saying, it's something about that energy. Anywho, y'all, opportunities arrive in perfect timing, opening new doors for expansion and fulfillment. Now check this out. Expansion and fulfillment. I pray this message reaches your wheat field, that they are spiritually nourished and edified in the spirit and strengthened to bear the yoke you have placed upon them. We pray that they overflow and we meet in the middle. You see how this say fulfilled? This says expansion and fulfillment, and this says dreams fulfilled. And y'all see, we wasn't even looking when they pulled the cards. Maybe you don't remember because we be talking a lot. But they definitely pulled them and our eyes was closed. We wasn't looking. So I do see opportunities, not only to see yourself, the beauty that is within, to have your dreams fulfilled. And I'm getting regenerated and healed, calling forth your divine intelligence that's within your DNA, activating your body's natural ability to heal. It's giving somebody had a predetermined pathway. Whatever you went through, it strengthened you. It did something for you. You want something else here? This one. Because we felt like we were supposed to look at it. Clear mind. Clear your mind. I release mental clutter. And I welcome clarity. Somebody need to drink some water. If you are dehydrated, then your mind can be fuzzy. You might need to drink some water to clear your mind. It's certain crystals that are coming to mind that kind of, it's like gunk that gathers in your brain, and you need to drink water to flush that out. You do. I'm definitely getting rehydrate you. And water is needed to conduct electricity. Yes. Look at that. Water is needed to conduct electricity. It's a beautiful conductor, right? And not only are you magnetic, but you are electric. Your nerve cells are firing all the time. It's shocks of lightning flashing through your body. If you want to take it physically, healing the physical body, clear your mind. Right? So, period. I'm here, ... So maybe something else is coming after that. But We are electrical beings. Our central nervous system is shooting lightning. Like the information, the light is traveling through the body, is jumping from one nerve ending to the next nerve ending. And I'm also seeing somebody's myelin sheath, like the covering that's over your nerve cells, could be degenerating, is what it's given. I'm hearing depleted. You're depleted in something for somebody. I don't know who this message is for, but that's what's coming through. So I'm seeing other minerals and trace elements, electrolytes that you need in order to uh, complete the circuits, right? To get the information or the light that's within you to move from one synapses to the next synapses so that your body is fully communicating. And communication is a part of that call that I'm getting, like to bring that DNA information back up so that you can heal. Your body knows how to heal itself. You just have to give it what it needs. So it is something about understanding the beauty of you inside and out. The beautiful nature that you have for your body to heal itself. You just may need to figure out or learn what it is that you are missing, that you are deficient in. One of them, somebody is water, dehydrated. Drink some water. I'm also getting water with electrolytes or live water, not just dead water. We always drink spring water, which is live water, and we add electrolytes to it, right? So we can increase the voltage that's in the water. I don't know or that how we connect, because on the bottom it says 40,000 or 40 million volts or some shit like that. But the spirit is telling us to tell y'all that. This, you want it now? You want this one? Yeah, high priestess. See, that's what the spirit is telling us right now to tell somebody. You could be a high priestess, which is why you always have some sense of dysmorphia. You could have even been seeing yourself. I'm telling you, I felt like I was seeing my grown self when I was 10 years old. Like, bitch, you are beautiful. We gonna be doing this. We was imagining ourselves at 30, 40 years old in our full grown self. But it's something about the secrets that's revealed onto you, or the spirit is giving us the secret to tell you about this healing. Dot, dot, dot. More to come. Yeah, it's a new beginning here for somebody. That's a dot. The fool is 0. That's a period. Look, see, King of Swords is coming through. We see the infinite intelligence. We see enlightenment, the sun, happy, bliss. Look, they pulled look at the sun. Happy, right? The Fool, new cycle, new beginning, dreams fulfilled, opportunities, the World card, successful completion, something coming in very fast. Definitely the Eight of Wands, like lightning, shing, coming straight from the sky. But this is not supposed to be a straight arrow, right? It's supposed to have some jagged. I can see a little jagged here, so we just gonna count that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm kind of getting. Something flying in. Look, it could be to set you free. It's something here. It could be hitting. No. Set you free. Page of Cups. I'm getting healing, regeneration, restoration. Something from the spirit. It could be your frequency. Because I'm seeing the waves in the back, and we kind of talked about the waves. I call forth your divine intelligence that's within your DNA. It's like you speaking to the waters that's within. It's something within you. It could be the vessel. It could be Alpha also calling you. Yeah, and we see strategy. There's strategy. 7 of Swords, lies, deceit. We talked about the lies that you would get from the world that would be a part of your hardening, your strengthening. Okay, so I'm seeing, if anybody knows anything about IT, there's a part of the process where I don't know if it's wiring, if it's software hardware connection, a part of the coding, something has to be hardened. There's a term in there, and hardening in software. I almost want to look it up. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. See, like being left out, being devalued, or being like facing these hardships in a world being harsh elements. What is this? It's giving IT, and I want to say software hardening. Let's see if it'll come up like that. Hardening. IT software hardening is the process of securing applications and systems by reducing their surface vulnerability. Thank you, Spirit. By reducing your surface vulnerability, you had to go through the hardening process. And it started very, very young. That's what we were getting, like that dysmorphia, even down to our parents. Like, dad was a piece of shit. He wasn't even around, you know what I'm saying? But when you go to your mother and she's the one that birthed you, and, you know, every mother, you know, think their baby is beautiful. She told me the motherfucking ugly duckling story. I was like, well, damn, bitch, when the fuck I'm gonna be beautiful? Because I keep seeing the same face. I thought I was pretty mighty fucking fine back in the, you know, when I'm 7, 8, you know, that shit. Only thing I didn't like was my teeth. I had a gap, but we got braces and we fixed that. But other than that, shit, we was Gucci. Like, you know, our lips was a little large because we done had these soup coolers forever. We had to grow into these. But other than that, look, we was good. Get that hair pressed, put that motherfucking fit on, shit, you couldn't tell us nothing. Nothing. Go out there and get told the fuck up by the world and they would tear us the fuck down. And then go tell my mama and crying and shit. And she tell me, you gonna be a beautiful swine one day. How? When I see the same face. My face ain't really changed that much since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I still see me. But now I know that it was the process of being hardening. Because to do this shit, to be live on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever, TV, you know what I'm saying? You got to face criticism. Everybody ain't gonna like you. So whatever you went through, it was a part of your hardening process. The process of securing you. And it's given a securing application, something that was applied upon you to bring in your self-security and make it so tough that it reduces your surface vulnerability. It involves removing unnecessary functions. Like, you don't need to seek outside validation because you already know you good with you. It applies security patches, reinforcing places where you needed to be strengthened, right? Enforcing least privilege access. Enforcing least privilege access. For some reason, I'm getting a feel of humility, like a humble person. You ain't gonna attach to people who just think they haughty, taughty, sachi, machi. No. Mm-mm. And configuring secure default settings to protect against exploitation. Now get that one. Securing or configuring secure default settings to protect against not exploration. Somebody don't want us to say it. What the fuck is she talking about? Listen for a second, okay? If you can, if you can't, Ashe, love you. It says, again, enforcing least privilege access. Enforcing least privilege access. Okay, thank you so much for taking us back to that. I did get humble, but when they tell me to reread it, least privilege access and enforcing that, it's giving like people who don't have a lot of privilege. Least is not a lot. That's the opposite of the most. Least privilege access, and if you're enforcing that, then you're allowing people who don't have the privilege of access to either access you, or you enforce or uplift people with a lack of access, a lack of privilege. Thank you. We almost missed that. Yes, we did. Thank you, Spirit. And then they said configuring secure default settings to protect against exploitation. See how we can get it out now? So what was configuring a secure default setting to protect against exploitation? Do y'all know what that sounds like in very technical terms so we can fucking bring this shit down a couple notches? It sounds like configuring boundaries. Configuring a secure default setting. That shit is on default. And we were thinking about that today too. They brought us through this kind of train of thought before they brought us to this definition. If you are a person that, if say we meet, because I thought about this with my narcissistic ex. This person, I already had rules of engagement. And I noticed very early that I was breaking down my own rules of engagement. I was breaking down my boundaries, and I was allowing this person to do it, right? Because I felt a kind of way about this person, right? So yes, boundaries equal firewalls. Hello, let's look at it. You are the highest form of technology on Gaia. What your body, your vessel is doing right now, and what it can do. You talking about self healing and self repair, restoration and regeneration. You regenerate all day long, you heal all day long. We just don't think about it like that. And then somebody will give us they damn outside opinion of what they think is going on with you, and then you accept it, and your mind will make that shit true. It's a lot of ways that you can heal yourself. So if you are having issues with your nervous system, you can heal yourself. You can heal yourself. It's all about, will you heal yourself? It's a difference. Okay? So this person, my rule was like, it was no, physical contact, no kissing, no hugging, no nothing. It had to be at least 5 dates. That's 5. We definitely are not staying over each other's house, having no intimate connection or nothing like that until 10 dates, at least 10. You're not coming to my house until at least 5 dates. I got to be outside with you. This person, I kissed him in 2 dates and we were sleeping together by 5 dates. He took it as a personal challenge to break down all them goddamn boundaries. Now I don't say shit. I just do it. If you don't make it, you don't fucking make it. But I was thinking about it to myself, like, he did everything he could. And I could see myself now talking to myself and counseling self. Like, yeah. I told you I wasn't comfortable with that, so therefore when they did that, you should have cut that off. Or this is the type of conversation you have with a person when you are dismissing them from your life because they refuse to adhere to boundaries. And if they're doing small boundary breaks at this point in the relationship, what will they do later on? And I learned that. So, yeah, it's definitely giving a configuration to secure default settings in order to protect against exploitation. Definitely. Key techniques include binary hardening, encryption, and automatic patch management. Didn't we just say automatic patch management? Encryption, that shit is encoded and it's also giving secure communication. Like some shit is just secret, high priestess. Right? Everybody don't get the chance to know. And it's some shit that you ain't even gotta say. You just operate on. So thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate you being able to stick it through. How these messages be coming together, we know we different. I don't know if somebody being released for something or if this lightning is finna strike somebody else that's kind of locked up in their shit. It could be. It could be like malware. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that infiltrated your system and exploitation. They locked up in some shit in this lightning. You could zing, or you could be the lightning that on that predetermined pathway that's coming to set somebody else free. Those who are in this 5 of coins energy. Because they did say that you enforce least privileged access. Right? So look at this with the Page of Coins and the 10 of Cups. Wow. So I do feel like your 5 of Coins was your study plan so that you could bring this into ultimate fulfillment. I also feel a lot of spiritual protection and guidance around you. Queen of Wands is coming through. She's pretty witchy and she got something to do. She holds these damn wands is what it's giving. You know what I'm saying? You the lightning strike that's coming through. And it could be to end something. Look, see, I told you, coming from the stars. Look at the star coming in. Coming from the stars. And you got a gift. Ace of Pentacles that's behind that. You bringing something with you. Is to end something. To release people from something. To give them access where they may have been locked out or something like that. Shut in, imprisoned, bound in some sort of way. What you're bringing in is going to cut people free. It's what it's giving. Clear minds. Releasing mental clutter, releasing negative thoughts, releasing disorganization, releasing unalignment, and anything that would stifle your inspiration. And this is for others. First doing it within self and then doing it for others too. It was strategy to help grow you, the spirit that's within you. Page of Cups needed to grow up. There's something in here. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Jamina. Thank you guys so much. Hey, Blessings. Hey, Miss Hillary. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Just have to roll through and say hello. Hey, Christina. Thank you so much. Hey, Delina. Thank you so much. That's how I say it because, baby, I be feeling like I pronounce it different every time I say it. Hey, Jamaica. That's what I call you too. Is it? I think it's Jamaica. I want to say it like that. Tell me if I'm wrong, beloved. Give me the pronunciation so I can say it right. Thank y'all so much. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Colleen. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I said hey to Jamina. I seen y'all. Hey, Miss Elizabeth. Hello. Thank y'all so much. Hopefully we got it right. Look, spiritual mastery. Look, the Page of Cups needed to grow up. Coming into spiritual mastery. And spiritual mastery is kind of giving me that Ten of Cups, like full of the spirit. Like you understand it. You've mastered the cup elements. And look, Ten of Cups too could also be your divine counterpart. Somebody that's going to be a true friend. Look at that. Bam. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm hearing beautiful. Look, divine destiny. It is your destiny to do this thing. The world card, whatever you're going to do, you're going to help people release those who have limited access, enforcing those who have limited access. And look, we see multidimensional you and space clearing. So you may need to clear some space within you. We were getting that clutter. And look, nourishment coming through. For somebody, you need to nourish. It's something about your body and what's going on within you in order for you to conduct the electricity to call forth your divine DNA, the intelligence within to activate it. Activating your body's natural ability to heal. The automatic patches. That's what they were saying when we were reading the technology definition, right? That technical definition of hardening the system. Your system is hardwired and hardened to automatically patch itself. How do we know this to be true, Lati? Because you have an immune system. You have white blood cells. You cut yourself in a couple of minutes, that shit is going to patch itself the fuck up. Hello. We just don't think about it like that. It does that for everything. You have the codes to heal yourself from every dis-ease in the body. We're supposed to experience ease, but when that ease is disrupted because of environmental factors or other genetic factors, there are some things you can heal. Now, I don't know for genetic, don't give me the line, but I'm just saying, right? Some shit is what it is, but you can still have optimal functionality for whatever it is. You can. Divine function and evolution, we see sacred sleep and higher purpose supporting your system. You need to get sacred rest. You need the body to be able to calm down, drink water. I'm hearing electrolytes. For somebody, if you are not allergic to peanuts or nuts itself in general, I'm seeing Brazil nuts, I'm seeing walnuts, I'm seeing pecans, I'm seeing macadamias. Like, you need elements. You need potassium and magnesium and fucking copper and, selenium. You need trace elements. You need your minerals. Copper conducts electricity. It is one of those conductors, and the body needs copper. And a lot of people are vitamin D deficient, they are copper deficient, they are manganese deficient, all of those minerals that we become deficient in because the water that we drink is not live water. Most bottled water, Dasani, that no-name label shit from wherever, the big-ass packets, that shit don't got nothing in it. Nothing. Only thing it's doing is overworking your fucking kidneys, right? Because your kidneys got to filter that shit out. You're going to piss it out. aka, right, working them. But it's not putting anything in the body, in the system, to help it operate and function at its highest capability, to restore itself, to heal itself. I don't know who need this message, but we definitely take it for self. Let's see. Let's get your journey. Get your journey. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your likes, for your subscriptions. Anybody that's sharing, thank you so much. Honesty is coming through. We saw the King of Swords and we see the High Priestess. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I'm hearing the perpetrators. I'm hearing the malware. I'm hearing the people that will come in with the beautiful faces and be ugly to the motherfucking bone, beloved. That's what I'm getting. You will know them because they will press up on your boundaries. They will try to infiltrate your boundaries instead of waiting to gain access. Yeah, happiness is here. Nourishment. They put nourishment in happiness. I am aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. They definitely want you to get rid of something to nourish yourself or take on a more nourishing lifestyle. Consuming things that feed you. Not just feed the mind, feed the heart, feed the spirit, feed the body. Overall, beloved. See, somebody is in service. You have a service. I feel good when I can help others. Helping others is your divine destiny. It's whatever it is that you're bringing to help those with limited access. And you first had to experience this limited access. It was a part of your curriculum. It was a part of the predetermined pathway. And it's so funny because we be like always going on with the fated life versus the destiny life. Are we just here on free will, or is it a predetermined pathway? And when we learned about lightning and the way that that sound, boom, you hear it before you see the lightning strike, that the lightning had already found the pathway of least resistance to its destination. So its pathway is already determined. So yes, there are things in nature it's a phenomena of nature that shows that a predetermined pathway does exist. And when you follow water, water will always take the pathway of least resistance. It always finds a way through. It doesn't flow in a straight line. It definitely has waves, ebbs and flows, right? It has a tide, a rhythm to it. And it always finds the pathway of least resistance. Always. So somebody cannot deny that, right? It's like, don't deny. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Somebody is unaware of something because they're putting it in reverse. Yeah, worry is coming through. Don't worry, wonder. And it could also be like as your opportunities are coming in, what is the pathway of least resistance? See, adversary, you went through this damn challenge and somebody doesn't understand why. It was to discipline you. It was to harden you. I can accomplish whatever I set my mind to, clear mind. You went through this feeling, this sentiment. It was a part of your curriculum because you carry a gift. And you needed to be hardened. You needed to have your system hardened. You had to understand about those who don't have access because you were one. You had to understand how to put in those boundaries. You have to understand how to automatically patch your system, right? And the Five of Pentacles in the Page of Pentacles is 6 Pentacles. It's going to balance. It's going to balance. Something that you will give, something that you will extend, it will be balancing in the end. Yeah, adversity. I accept that the challenges are the best way to learn. You had to learn through the challenge. It taught you to be hardened, to discipline, to be courageous, to strengthen you. Courage. That's strength. Discipline and strength. What's behind that? Patience. To learn patience. Everything doesn't happen immediately overnight. That's the lesson with the lightning. You hear the thunder first. Boom! That is the first presentation of lightning. We just call it two separate things, but it's not. It's one phenomenon. right? And when you hear the boom, that is the pathway already determining itself, is looking to see which way the lightning will travel. But you hear it. You feel that shit. There's certain shit that is you can't even hear, but you feel, right? It's a thing with resonance, but that is the pre-telling that lightning is coming. That is the foreshadow of lightning. And you could tell how close or how far the storm is from when the boom happens and you count. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Boom! The lightning strikes, right? Here it comes. And then here come another one. Boom! 1, 1,000, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. Zing! The lightning hit. The storm is right the fuck right there, beloved. But if you can hear the thunder and it take a long time, you get to 6,000s, you get to 10,000s, and then the lightning, you know the storm is moving in the opposite direction. It's moving away from you. You can count between the sound and of hearing it, between when you see it, how close or how far the storm is away or towards you, close to you, beloved. Y'all get what I'm saying? We not as great as Neil deGrasse. Your daughter loves tarot cards? Oh, wow. Look what flew out. We got to get our hand. We caught up in something. We caught up in this scarf. Worry flew out again. Worry. We see doubt. They gave us growth. They gave us grief. And they gave us trust. So all those things, regret. Don't regret, feeling like the past or whatever the case may be. Maybe time lost, maybe relationships. They were assignments. They were teaching you something. You could have a mindset where you replay shit, because Spirit was definitely using us replaying that relationship. Like we was even having a conversation, like we was talking to that person, excluding them from our life, even though we already lived through the relationship and on the other side of it. Y'all ever did that? Like, we was picking up that Heather Headley. If I wish I could go back to the day before I met your ass and skip these motherfucking regrets. They just showed y'all the regret card. But would I? No. I probably would have did the same damn thing. Because if I didn't do it, then I would be off the predetermined pathway and I wouldn't be here in front of you. I'm just saying, dealing with that narcissist woke us all the way up. Woke up the high priestess. Did. The magician. Just period. I learned some shit from being with that person that is a complete benefit. I'm in a whole other industry. You talking about taking the bad and flipping it for your good? Oh, we grateful. Thank you so much, sir, for helping us understand the phenomenon of a narcissist. Hello? We get it. Thank you. See, friendships are fucking assignments, relationships, and all of that. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. They ain't my friend. I don't know about that, but shit. Because I love them, but I don't like them. I love you. Because you are love. You are it. I recognize that you are love. Light on voluntary escape. We are light. But that don't mean I gotta like you. Just saying. Empathy. See? I can see both sides of a thing. I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. Just saying. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. You're not always gonna know as soon as you hear something from the spirit. The spirit give you a little bit of a something that's giving a boom. You're not gonna see it until it presents itself. That's the physical manifestation of the sound that it already told you. Right? So when you hear it, can you know it to be true? Just like when you hear thunder, you know that lightning is soon to follow. Just saying. Which one would you like? This one? Releasing the need to know all the answers, accepting the challenges. What do we need to surrender? Thank you to the Most High God for bringing a message. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your time. See, surrender to setting limits. What they say, Hardening that motherfucking system. Hello. Hello. Malware. Boundaries. What? To prevent exploitation? They read that. Come on with this thing. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Didn't we say the Spirit had us practicing based on a past relationship? They literally just testified to y'all about that. Testimony to Terrell. Tears and We Terrell show. That's what they said.
Talk that shit.
Hello. What is it? Surrender to prayer. Talk your shit. Surrender to the Spirit. Talk to the Spirit. Don't be slow about it. Surrender procrastination. Do it. Don't compare yourself with other people. No, 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 no. It's surrender to complete healing. Definitely the complete healing. We talked about how your body has the ability to heal itself. Surrender procrastination. You could do it now. It's only right now. Right? Just do a little bit right now. 1%. Right? And don't compare yourself to nobody else. In this world of fucking influence, and if you are called to be out here to help people that feel like they have limited access to something, whether it's to the Spirit, whether it's to some sort of other resource, if you're an advocate, whatever you're going to do, you are going to be in the forefront. People are going to be looking at you, and you're going to be able or need to, I heard, be able to withstand the pressure of being under scrutiny. It's given withstand the pressure of attacks that will come at you in a variety of ways. It's given some that are going to be covert and overt. Right, sneak attacks, spy attacks, like every fucking kind of attack you could think of. But you have to harden and protect your system so that you can avoid infiltration. You can monitor what's around you. And sometimes if you are not a person that is like really comfortable with having those conversations, you may need to practice it. Practice expressing your needs. Like when you look in the mirror at yourself or you are doing a review in that evaluation, you are talking to the Spirit, you are in prayer, whatever the case may be, practice holding your boundaries so that it is familiar to you to say it to another person. You know what? I told you that I'm not comfortable, or I do not allow a certain type or a certain level of intimate physicality before I get to know a person. This is my boundary. It is evident to me that you are pressing up against this boundary or you don't respect the boundary. For that reason, this is not going to work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get comfortable with saying it. So when you're in the moment and you are presented with a situation, it comes out. It's like muscle memory. It's like walking around and like expressing no. 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 You know what I mean? Like, get comfortable with saying it. So it feels familiar. It just kind of rolls off the tongue. And that's it, literally what Spirit had us doing earlier. So we now surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from the heart, you will be heard throughout the universe. See, it's something with your sound frequency, your resonance. Not only is it moving through the cosmos, but it will move through the person that you are supposed to resonate with. And the answers and the support that you need will arrive. It's giving friendships, it's giving true connections. Because we did see true friendship right here, right? They pulled this, loyalty, and then we pulled friendship. So it's definitely affirming itself. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. This is a friend. For somebody, it's a divine counterpart. They are a part of your Akashic inheritance, your divine fortune. You two will both help to bring some sort of evolution, and it's given together. You will be supporting one another. You will see the beauty in, they will see the beauty in you, and you will see the beauty in them. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Surrender it. Let Spirit work its magic. Let the spirit work its magic. And for us, a part of the magic that that they performed, that we could see. I don't know why they won't let me say work. I'm getting the word wrote. So maybe it's the writing, the predetermined pathway, the magic that they wrote for us, that they wrote in us, the word, the intelligence that lives within, the intelligence of my divine DNA. Yes. And activating that. It's already wrote in. They wrote it in. Thank you so much. To understand that, to know that it's already in us, and to let the spirit that was written within, that word that was written in, the spirit that feels as the breath of life, it is activated, it is moving. Surrendering to prayer. Every word that we say is a prayer. We're sowing seeds with every word that we speak. That resonance, that frequency is going out into the cosmos. And again, it's the timing, divine timing. The time between the speaking, the resonance, the energy before it is presented itself, where you can see it in the 3D. Again, it's already determined the path of least resistance. It's like riding the lightning or something like that, the light. Surrender resentment. For somebody, resentment is resistance. Holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. And I'm getting that resentment, and with, like when we said empathy, right? We could see two sides of a situation. I could be so pissed, like he was a narcissist and he did this and he did that. Well, first of all, I would be narcissist proof if I had held on to my boundaries, because the first thing that a narcissist is going to do is try to break your boundary. They take your boundary as a challenge. Say, for instance, so this is what it could look like right off the fucking rip. You tell a person, they come up to you and you step away and you ask them like to give you space. If that person encroaches upon your space, instant boundary break. No go. No go. Because what they should have did was back up and give you space and respect your no. The fact that you need room. They don't know you. You may not be comfortable with a person being that close up on you. And especially for women, like, you know what I mean? If this man is all big and shit and he coming in and trying to tower over you, that could be intimidating. You know what I'm saying? You may be like, you know what? Okay, you know, it's all, you don't even have to say shit. That's what we was getting. Some shit you just fucking know. If I do like this and I back away, it's a instant indicator that I want space. Either I want space or I'm not interested. One of the two. And for a person to lean in and continue to encroach is a break of your boundary. They don't give a shit. They just trying to conquer you at that point. That's not respect. That's not respect. Now, if you had to hit their ass with the It Man 1 inch to the throat or some shit, they'd have backed the fuck up and then thought you was crazy. I told you to back the fuck up. You see me tell you to back up. I feel threatened. You don't know what a person been through. People go through trauma all the motherfucking time. You just can't be all up in somebody's space unless they invite you. Consent is a thing, and it happens on multiple levels. So if you got a problem with just being all up on a person because you feel like you can, shit, when you look catch them motherfucking hands is what I'm getting. Look, everything in divine timing. Didn't we say that? They said divine timing. They literally said that. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. Okay? When the divine in me says it's time for us to be intimate, then we will. It ain't got shit to do with your motherfucking ego. No is no. And if a person don't accept your no on any level, then they ass got to fucking go. So you might need to practice telling folks how to get the fuck on, is what I heard. In a very nice way. You don't respect my boundaries, this is not going to work for me. Period. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Trust the flow. And if a person don't respect your no, they got to go. Surrender stubbornness. See people that just be stubborn as shit. And a narcissist will show themselves because they stubborn. They take your no as a personal motherfucking challenge to break down your boundary. And that's not respect. They're just looking at you as something to conquer. And then once they've done it, then they can't. Yeah, that's that. That's that. And you could be a person that allows yourself to stay in a conquered situation, but if your spirit is strong, it's going to push through. It's just another adversity. It could be for you another lesson. And I pray that you don't have to go through that point or those levels, because a narcissist could get dangerous when they continue to try to subdue you or to control you. Yeah, see, so surrender to your intuition, high priestess. When your body is telling you something, feel it. You could feel what they not saying. You could feel their energy. You could feel their resonance. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings. Be aware of any gut feelings. That's another thing that's a part of your hardened system. That is your malware detection, your firewall going up saying this is an intruder, this is an intruder. Back up, back up, back up. You know, danger, 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 caution, caution, caution. That's the motherfucking feelings you be getting. It ain't the butterflies that's telling you this is chemistry and we could keep going. No, they saying that person is not good for you. That's a warning. Look, surrender obsessive thinking. If you are obsessed about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to the spirit. Doing so will help bring clarity or even solve the problem. So I don't know if somebody is obsessed with you or you were obsessed with them, but it could just be the thinking about something and thinking, I just gotta have it, I just gotta have it, I just gotta have it. But it's given like you do need to eat this apple though. You need to understand the knowledge of good and evil. You need to eat the apple. Fuck the cake. Eat the apple, Ashe. Eat the cake, anime. No, no, no. I don't want the fucking cake. I want an apple. I need some goddamn nourishment. What they say, an apple a day keep the doctor away. Okay? Okay? Eat the apple. Shit. Surrender low self-esteem. You got to. You ain't got to do a fuck shit thing. But it will behoove you to surrender that feeling about you. Because what you're called to do, you may be in an arena where people are going to be looking at you. You need to be sitting in this Queen of Wands. You need to be full confident in yourself. It's giving knowing not only the magic that's within you, what you came to do, your ability to influence, the affluence, all of that shit. Like you are you. You are not to be compared to anybody else. It ain't no motherfucking comparison. Can't nobody else compete with you. What you doing? No, none of that shit. You got to be so sold out on you. Beloved, it don't fucking matter who get it. The people who are supposed to get it, when they hear your voice, when they get your message, they will feel it. It will resonate. See? Surrender to the magic of who you are. Your magic. It's written in you. You want something else? This one? See? And look, there's the intimacy. Connection. When you understand how to protect yourself, you can release the worry about it. And in this space and time, practice. What warrior doesn't fucking practice? What warrior, tell me, beloved, doesn't practice? If you were a soldier, you out there shooting, you trying to hit your target, you out there with your eyes on that motherfucking the shit with the bap, bap, bap hitting 3 center mass, you out there practicing target practice before you get into the battle. So that when the timing calls for you to fucking pull that motherfucking trigger, you own it. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't wait to get into the battle to start practicing these tactics. You do it now. Practice learning how to say no. Practice setting your boundaries. What does the conversation look like and feel like for you? Practice it. Anything else? Yes. I almost said, "Ooh, shit. Ooh." I wanted to shake that in somebody. Shake it in. You want this one? No. You want this deck? What's that? Look, Knight of Pentacles. Loyal. I do see death. It's a transformation. It's something that need to change. It's giving your transformation in this hermit season. Yeah. Transform. They don't get to keep you like this. They don't get to hold you in this. You have the ability to heal. Star energy. You have the ability to heal. You get to choose. They keep you like that, then that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to destroy you, fucking decimate you from the beginning. They took you as a challenge. You were faced with challenges, but the challenges were on your pathway, that predetermined pathway. So the lightning that's coming, which is you, the light that's traveling through this ether, can do what it was supposed to do. It's going to hit where it's supposed to hit. It's going to land where it's supposed to land. That's the gift. Let's just move this little deck right here. Y'all see, we said they might have did some shit to you, but you got the ability to heal. And what's next? It's the Ace of Pentacles. It's like this lightning, this star that's carrying this gift. You got the opportunity, and look at your pathway was already predetermined. Three of Wands. Predetermined. And look, here's the King of Wands. Then we call you out as the motherfucking Queen of Wands. We put you somewhere. Where we put you? We put you somewhere. Here you go. Here you go. That's that divine counterpart. The pathway is already predetermined for somebody. That's exactly what the fuck this shit is. That's this. And they both looking in the same damn direction. Looking at the same thing. Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Y'all supposed to work together. Y'all supposed to do some shit. And there's the Six of Pentacles that we counted out over here. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Five of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Right? It's something about that. We said that you was going to end up getting that shit back. It's going to balance itself the fuck out. It's going to balance. The system always balances. People be thinking that it don't balance. Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Message. Yes, it do. Seven of Pentacles. It was something about hardening you. That's the message. That's the principle. To strengthen you through the adversity. Could you see it? Maybe, maybe not. Hopefully this is your message so that you could transform, beloved. We said that. So that you could transform. It's your transformation. You can get up. Resurrection. Death and rebirth. That's exactly what this shit is too. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Adversity. Look, death and rebirth. You talking about death and the star, that's motherfucking rebirth. Hello? If that's not, look, do they see it? Maybe not. I don't know. Somebody might hear it though. Somebody might hear it. Whoever it's for, they gonna hear it. They gonna hear it. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords coming through. That's the strategy. That's what they said. Seven swords. Can you see that? Seven swords. Seven swords. That was the strategy. See, sometimes we be feeling like life is happening to us, but no, life is happening for you. Some of this shit is on your predetermined pathway for this lightning that's getting ready to come through. Justice. Didn't we just say that this shit always balances the fuck out? Justice, yes it do. Here's the Four of Cups. Some people that don't believe in that shit is true. They be thinking the spirit left them out and all this shit and discontent with life and life is happening to me. No, life is happening for you. These damn struggles, the Ten of Wands that they put on you, you may not even recognize that you had spiritual help with you the whole time to help carry this shit. Carry that heavy ass motherfucking yoke. Help you be able to handle the fire. You're not doing it by yourself. You're not doing it by yourself. There's the Three of Pentacles. They just brought that right the fuck back out. Hello? Because you're supposed to work with somebody. You're supposed to work with somebody. I don't know if we just getting too excited or if it's just the energy that's in the room. But goodness, there's that Six of Pentacles because they just said that shit too, didn't they? And oh, damn, there's another one. Justice right here that they said because here's the justice that's right here. Who the fuck don't believe it? When you have all these synchronicities coming up, one following the other, and it's just showing itself and showing itself and showing itself, you cannot say, oh, it's coincidence. How many times do you see providence or them giving you evidence and you keep saying, oh, it's just coincidence? None of this shit matter. It's not a part of my predetermined pathway. You are missing every sign and signal, is what the Most High God said to you, Ashe. Look at this. Chariot. Strength and determination. That motherfucking toxic shit was put in front of you so that you could be strong enough to bust through it. To break people who are on these motherfucking strings. People that have limited access. Heartbroken. But here's the Nine of Cups. It's giving promise fulfilled. Look, the star, beloved. To break people through. They said that. You coming in to break people out. Whatever. And look, the world card. Here's the world right here at the end. Here's the world card at the end. Why did you go through all of this shit? To strengthen you, beloved. Damn. I cannot. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way. To learn how to control and protect your energy. To learn how to protect and... Here's the courage. I find what? The inner strength to face my fear with confidence. Queen of Wands is confidence. Moving people to peace. Celebration for Wands. Moving in peace. We see a love offer to who? The Queen of Wands. Stability. Peace. Six of Swords. Knight of Cups. Love offer. Don't be afraid of intimacy. Queen of Wands. You carry something. And whatever you carry, here's that Eight of Wands. It's like coming through like lightning. It's giving the energy of the celestial coming down to earth and your ability to balance it. And you can balance it because you've been through the shit. You've been through the battle. You've been through the conflict. You don't wait to start practicing when you're in the battle. Because you never know the timing that it's going to hit the moon. A lot of these people are covert. They're coming in undercover. Somebody could attack your camp in the middle of the fucking night like a thief. Coming in the middle of the night. What happens then? Are you going to remember the combination to the safe to get your click out? Are you going to know? Do you practice drills? Do your kids know what to do when there is an intruder? Do you do fire drills? Because how many people do fire drills in the house these days? Come on with this thing. A fire break out. Do your kids know the route? Do they know how to get out? Do they know where to meet up at? It's a lot of shit, tactics, and just basic operating principles that are lacking in this day. It leaves us open and vulnerable to attacks, Ashe. And if you think your perpetrators are not planning and practicing and running drills, that they not in the mirror trying to make themselves look sincere, how to cry on motherfucking cue, you would be mistaken. And before you know it, they got you. You got to practice. You got to strengthen. You got to put the work in. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, look, you just never know. You got to transform that shit. You ain't got to do a fuck shit thing. But baby, if you get caught slipping, hello, Spirit said, look, Earth Angel ass energy, you get caught slipping at fucking home and shit. Because a person that's been on the watch on the ground that's been waiting on your ass for a motherfucking minute, they've been planning for a long time. How long you been working? It probably ain't even on your mind. Protect your motherfucking coin. Protect your seed. Protect your energy. QP. That's what it is. Transform that shit. So that you know the next time you get into a relationship. Anything else, that's it. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do. Thank you for all your likes, for your thumbs up, for every minute that you spent, beloved. If you only stayed for a minute, I hope you took a seed with you, beloved. Seven of Pentacles. Take a seed with you. Look, Ten of Pentacles. Thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much. Five of Pentacles. Look, you done went from the 5 that you was down there feeling that kind of way to the 10. Ashe, that's 15 Pentacles. That's devil energy. No, you done been through the shit. And it was on purpose for somebody. It was predetermined. It was strategy. It was strategy. So that you could do what you need to do for others that need it. Yeah, strategy, seven of swords. But be careful. Yeah, because look, it's a tower moment here and the 10 of motherfucking swords. I feel like, you got to be prepared for whatever is coming towards you. Because the more you heal and the more you brighten your light, the more you attract negative, low vibrational people towards you, people who are predatory. And so you have to always be ready to practice. Look at these people as practice. You know, it is what it is. Shit, get their ass some motherfucking justice, the hard cold truth, so that you can make the right decision. Right, justice for those who ever came against you too. But that's kind of, it is what it is. I don't know how the Most High God be working that out, because if they was predetermined to be your adversary, then I feel like they did their job and then that's it. I don't know how the Most High God take care of all of that. That's not on to me to know every secret thing. We just don't know. We still discovering. They still revealing. But the truth of the matter is that you don't know who you will run up against. So therefore, you got to practice so that you can make the right decision in relationships. This one. Yeah, see, Six of Swords, moving in peace. It is something about moving in peace is a qualifying factor. Like for somebody may need to transition away from like that thing that love needs to feel. It's giving like that heightened energy. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people don't feel like a person loving on them if it's not drama and traumatic and shit. Denial. Oh, like a person that can't take no for a motherfucking answer. Like, oh, if she says no, that's just an invitation for me to go harder. No, the fuck it's not. It means that you need to go find somebody else to approach because they are not interested in you. That's what it means. Like, no means no. Don't take it as a personal invitation to get somebody to break their fucking boundary. That's not what no means. It means you go, if you can keep applying to a goddamn job and them bitches keep telling your ass no, then what? You gonna get all upset and just fucking push your way in the motherfucking door? Your ass to be arrested. It's only, people cannot do that shit. Look, it's the damn conflict. And look, what you keep putting your energy in, spinning your wheels, going around and around and around with a situation that somebody keep telling your ass no. They telling you to go put your energy somewhere the fuck else. It's practice. You approached a person that you were interested in or you saw some attraction to or something, they piqued your interest. You walked up. They said, no, thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming over. Have a great day. Don't be all in their face and shit, pushing up on them and pressuring them like your more enforceful, intimidating presence is going to make them say yes. No. Divine fortune is here and the right person. You deserve to want the person that wants you. Why the fuck would you want to have somebody that you had to convince to fucking be with you? That shit don't make sense. How does that make you feel good about yourself? No. This one. Yeah, see, choices on a daily basis. Do something different. Practice saying no. Practice accepting no. Shit. Practice receiving rejection. You look lovely today. I would like to get to know you better. May I have your phone number? Give you a call. Maybe we can go out for lunch. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, but no, I'm good. Or I'm seeing somebody. Oh, okay. Well, I just hope you have a great day. It could be as easy as that. I hope you have a great... Bitch, you got to fuck. And then you just don't want to... Why the fuck you got to be all of that? Because she said no. It's a whole complete sentence. If you approach a female and she like, "Ah, what?" If I was a masculine, I'd say, never mind, I hope you have a great day. Because that's not coming in peace. I don't even want that energy. I don't even want that energy. I'm not even going to respond, well, damn, I was just trying to say you look good. The fuck for? What does it matter what you were trying to say at that point? Do you want to say it at that point? Because do they still look good to you? If they ugly as the fuck in the spirit, and they ugly to like all up in here? Because either way, they still got some shit going on. They allowed everything else in that day or however many times they've been approached or they past incidents, they past trauma to have that disposition and they held it, which means their heart is bitter. You want to be fucking with a bitter Betty? You want to try to heal her? No, it's her motherfucking job to heal herself. To come to a place where she can approach people and allow them to be an individual experience. I'm not going to hold my experiences with all these different type of people against the next person that approached me. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate it. If I'm interested, I'm interested. If I'm not interested, I'm not interested. And like it could be just that simple. We can let that shit go. You ain't got to keep putting that shit on other people, yo. You just don't. Look, it's time to change. It's time to let that shit go. And now it's time for us to go. I love y'all so much. Thank you again for tapping in. I appreciate your time and your energy. Spirit said, grow yourself a little bit more today, beloved. Go a little bit deeper. Right. It ain't no, yes. No. Be clear and concise what the fuck you want, because consent is a thing and it does not matter. I could have said yes and then I get uncomfortable with the situation and I change my yes to a no. That person needs to stop. They need to disengage. They cannot take that no and be like, oh shit, they said yes initially. Because a person could coerce you into a yes if you don't know how to hold your boundary. You practice it. What are they saying? Listen to the wisdom of your body. If at any point in time my body tells me no, I have a right to say no, and that no be it. Okay, no. All right. Let me give you some space. Let me make sure, what made me uncomfortable. What made me uncomfortable? People don't get it. Brunch was tasty. That's what we need to get, some brunch, some food or something. Listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you physically feel drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, then move forward. If it's something about it that's making you feel a kind of way or making you feel uncomfortable, nervous, and all of that shit, Spirit said be cautious, and you have a right to say no. You can withdraw your consent. But if you feel energized and happy and you okay to move forward, then it's a yes. Then you will be saying yes. I'm just saying. Surrender your fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Yeah, see, surrender to what it is. They want us to show this. What is that? Surrender your attachment to results. So detach. Surrender to what is. It is what it is. Stay in the moment. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. A person says no, they're not interested. It is what it is. No need to fight and rage against it. To take it as a challenge to overcome. That's egoic. And if a person is already doing that, that's the first indicator that they're not going to stop. Either it's going to be a short-lived connection because they're only trying to conquer you because they just wanted your yes to get something from you. Or it's going to turn into something darker and more insidious. Either way, it is a person that has already shown you, in the first instance, disrespect and boundary breaks. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accept it exactly as it is, and it will bring you peace. The Six of Swords. You can't change a person whether they're into you or not. And even if you get a person to finally relent and give you a chance after convincing and convincing and convincing, it's going to be something tainted in that relationship. You will even resent that person. Like, I did all of this work to get you to just look at me. And some people will do that shit too, insidiously. They'll be in your motherfucking DMs for how long trying to get you, and you finally go out on a date with this person. They'll fucking ghost you, don't show up, or just be a complete fucking asshole. Just be a complete fucking dick for no reason. Because the only thing they wanted was for you to relent. I love you just like I love the Alpha and the Omega. The beginning and the ending seem beautiful. You are beautiful, beloved. Just period. And the real shit is going to come in. But I feel like for somebody, this was a part of your predetermined pathway, and you need to understand these tactics, these principles, so that you can prepare and you can practice. The AO say that it's something written in you, and you're going to give it out to the world, and I need you to be so comfortable and so sold out on you that it doesn't matter what another person says to you. You have the strength to hold your boundaries. You listen to your body. And it's definitely eating and nourishing you, the right thing. What are you consuming? So not only do you heal, but you are really, it's giving that automatic patch. Whenever something is out of order or some sort of dis-ease, they just go ahead and handle that. Abundance. I activate the flow of abundance in my life. Yeah, because you understand that shit. You understand it. As I activate the flow of abundance, I release the energy of scarcity. There's nothing that you lack. You have it all. And you embrace the expansive frequency of overflow and generosity. To the next now. I love you guys so much. I do. I pray you guys have a great day. If you are an active subscriber, we see you in the comments. You are helping us build community. You are subscribed to the channel. You get a free reading. You come in later on this evening, March 28th, 2026, Saturday, right? 8 p.m. EST, active subscriber, free readings, right? Well, the reciprocity is that you're an active subscriber, so it does cost you something. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much for tapping in. Jamina, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Hey, Penny, thank you so much. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Art. Thank you so much. Colleen, thank you so much. Is it Bo Childry? That's what it looks like. Thank you so much. Bo Childry. I've missed the C. That's what it looked like. Or Buck Childry. I'm not for sure. How do you say your name, beloved? Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all being here, for coming through. Delinia, thank you so much. Hey, Nino, thank you so much. Earth to Wiz, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Gloria, hey, Willis Jr., thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Jade Bourne, J-A-D Bourne, 1987. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, Maria, friend, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Ronald Simmons, thank you so much for being here. Straight Queen, what up, beloved? Haven't seen you in a few. I'm so glad. I hope life has been well with you. Locked in, loved by him. That's clever. Thank you so much for being here. Nella, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I do. Hey, Heidi, thank you so much for tapping in. What up, Donna? Thank you so much for coming through. Wise Wellness for Women. Thank you so much, beloved. I appreciate you. Jacqueline, thank you so much for coming in. Keep guessing. Michael Lynch, Janessa, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much for coming through. I just want to make sure I got through. Brenda Bradford, I don't know if I said hello to you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, wow. Jasmine Shop Business. I think I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you guys so much. Serenity, thank you so much. Soul Shine Oracle, hello, hi. Thank you so much for tapping in. Blessings, thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you so much. Linda Fitch, thank you so much. Elizabeth, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all for keeping the channel, the chats lit. You guys are just so awesome. I appreciate you. I think I got everybody that I could see all the way up to the last time we said hello, right? So again, if you guys are subscribed, I definitely see you active. If you like the vibe and you yeah, Chantilly Lucky pronounces your name is Caitlin. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for all the love. And we will return it this evening, 8 p.m. EST. The orange, you look, we had to do it for that person at 5100. They was talking about our orange last time when we had on the orange dress and the orange cap. It was so funny because we had the orange dress on, Spirit dressed us in it. And then my brother called like, did you get a delivery? And it was the orange cap. And I promise you, they were just like, boom, came right together. Hey, how much orange can you wear? As much fucking orange as I want to wear. Why does it matter to you how much orange I wear? I think we look fabulous in orange. That orange be doing something against this motherfucking golden hued undertoned skin. I can't wait for summer to begin so I can lay out and tan, beloved, and get even more brown us, giving that Crayola brown, that cocoa, that chocolate shit. Y'all better quit playing with me. Look, we love it. Okay, I told y'all we've been in our own since a very young girl, and now we don't care what none of the people say. It don't change what we think about self-ashe. So Spirit says you are Rete. I love y'all. See y'all later. To the next now. This one's done. Ashe.